That's the thing about the turkeys, is they always have to have the last word.
It's spring, and we're outside the Maple Bay farmhouse, where Kate Stone has been steadily acquiring international recognition for her meticulously detailed still life and figurative paintings. Kate is a new mom, painting while baby James snuggles.
Classical realism is probably the best term for what I do. It's a combination of tradition and also the artist's fingerprint on what they see. I'm at the stage where I'm just putting details in, so I'm using very little paint, I'm using little brushes, and I'm spending a lot of time every day on the smallest things, and it gets to be a bit frustrating some days. You feel like you're not making any progress.
In recent years, Kate's still life paintings have received acknowledgement in many popular art competitions and magazines, including International Artist magazine. She was born into a family that encouraged her pursuit of oil painting as a career.
From a very early age, any art book I wanted, pretty much, yeah, I got that. So I had all these wonderful instructional books, I had some art history books, and I would spend lots of time devouring these books. And I had art materials if I wanted them. When I was 13, my mom tracked down a very talented art teacher, and I was getting lessons from her, so I was always encouraged, and I had a great head start because of that. So by the time I finally did go to art school, I already had 7 years of oil painting under my belt. It was pretty awesome. This still life that I've been working on is just this assortment of a whole bunch of things that I've collected over the years, and it's just like having a bunch of toys to play with, you know. Especially, I still get to play with dolls, which is great. I don't have to outgrow dolls. They're kind of creepy antique dolls.
Kate's favorite subjects are still life creations, children and birds, including one Greek reference.
This Icarus theme it kind of ties into that Icarus myth about the young man who had the wings made of feathers and wax, and he flew too close to the sun, and just the idea there that there's a lot of hubris in making art, and sometimes you fall. And it's kind of like a leap of faith to go through the creative process.
Kate's husband and fellow artist is David Gluck, who holds a sympathetic artistic vision.
I think a successful marriage between artists probably depends on leaving your ego at the door, because you know, one year you'll have a good year and they'll have a not so good year, and then the next year it's completely reversed. And I think the solution is just to have a joint bank account, because then their successes are your successes and vice versa.
While new to the Cowichan Valley, Kate's work is hanging in countries around the world, including South Africa and the Netherlands. She says she sells to collectors more than decorators.
When I do meet my collectors, I love visiting their houses, because their houses are just these amazing galleries full of paintings stacked one above the other, and just chaotic sometimes, and it's amazing. It's really neat to also see your work in a collection with all these other artists you admire.
Teaching as well, Kate will lead a still life workshop this fall in Florence, Italy.
The real challenge in art isn't to paint something beautiful, it's to paint something that maybe is a bit ugly or a bit disturbing or a bit sad, and to make a beautiful painting out of that.
Painting is her life's work. How tough is it?
Well, you do have doubts, like every day, but you know, it's just, the art career, it is a tricky career. You know, people told me that when I wanted to pursue it, and I don't think I would have succeeded without the support I've had from people and from my family.
Kate Stone will be exhibiting at the Cowichan Valley Fine Arts Show, being held from April 27th to May 1st at Portals and Cowichan Suite in the Island Savings Centre in downtown Duncan. For Go on ShawTV, I'm Daphne Good.